When you go to bed at night and you charge your phone, do you ever wonder where all that power comes from? You might say a wall in your room or a computer, and you'd be right, kind of. But I'm talking bigger than that, deeper than that. I'm talking before the power lines that connect to your house and before the power plants that connect to those power lines. I'm talking about the source of all that power. That's why I'm taking you to just outside Beulah, North Dakota, to one of the most powerful places on Earth. I'm Brian, and welcome to the wonderful world of lignite coal, the Coteau Freedom Mine. I'm here with Sherry. Sherry, I'm really excited to go mining today, but the Coteau Freedom Mine, can you explain the name?
The Coteau Properties Company Freedom Mine is our full name. Coteau is French-Canadian for rolling hills, just like what we have here in North Dakota. And the freedom part comes from our quest to be free from foreign sources of energy.
That's a lot of freedom.
It is a lot of freedom.
Well, I'm excited to go mining. Are you ready?
Let's go mining.
Lignite coal. Beautiful, powerful, affordable, dependable lignite coal. You want some?
Oh yeah.
Ross, you're the training manager here. What other kinds of coal are there?
There's anthracite, subbituminous, and bituminous, but lignite's by far the easiest one to say, and we have a lot of it in North Dakota.
And in North Dakota, the Freedom Mine is big.
North Dakota alone produces about 26 million tons of coal, and we're half of that at about 13 million tons annually.
When people think about coal mining, a lot of times people are thinking about mine shafts and going underground, but that's not what you see here at the Freedom Mine.
No, it's not. We're a surface pit mine, so our coal is anywhere from 20 feet down to 200 feet below the surface, but we take the coal off with the large drag lines behind us. They remove the dirt from on top of the coal, and then we come in with our load and haul crew and take the coal out.
How do we uncover this stuff?
Follow me and I'll show you.
We're moving a ton of dirt, and for that we need a massive machine. I'm here at the drag line with the drag line oiler, Jason. Jason, this is your dream.
Been wanting to run this since I was a little boy. It's a great piece of equipment, and it's been a lifelong dream to get up here to the machine, and I'm finally here.
So can you tell me about this drag line?
This is a Bucyrus 2570. This is one of three that we have on the mine site. They're all named local names. This one is the Missouri Quest. We have the Sakakawea and the Freedom's Frontier.
So Jason, how tall is the boom?
This machine's approximately 17 stories tall, almost the same height as our North Dakota State Capitol building. And if this were sitting next to the Statue of Liberty, the boom point would touch the crown of the Statue of Liberty.
Well, let's go inside and see where the magic happens.
Perfect.
We're here in the drag line. Everything is so massive here. This is awesome. I'm here with the drag line operator, Chris. Chris, you have a pretty cool job. Do you love it?
I do.
Tell me about your day.
Well, the day is a 12-hour shift, and our job out here is to safely uncover the coal. So what we're doing here is we're lowering our return bench, and then we use that bench to walk back to start a new cut. And off the front cut here, we are uncovering the coal.
Can I drive?
I wish I could let you do that, but my boss won't let me.
Okay. Can I stand in the bucket?
Sure can. Let me swing over and set it down in a safe spot for you.
This bucket we're standing in front of is massive.
It's 134 yards, cubic yards of dirt it can move. It's the equivalent to 2,700 bushels of wheat. We'll move 75,000 yards of dirt in a 12-hour shift, so up to 150,000 yards of dirt in a day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's the best job on the mine. Hands down, by far, best job on the mine.
Why do you say that?
It's so enjoyable to run the biggest equipment. If you're going to run a piece of equipment for your job, you might as well run the biggest one out there.
I'm here with the overburden manager, Kyle. As you're digging out here, you have the opportunity to find some really interesting things.
Last year, Memorial Day weekend, our overburden shovel was pre-benching for one of our drag lines. and loaded up a truck, and that truck went to go dump in the fill, and they dumped it out, and the dozer operator came and found a mammoth tusk.
How big is a mammoth tusk?
The one we found was about 7 feet long. It was broken up, but it was very well preserved.
When he found this, did he report it? And
We train all of our operators to, as soon as they find something unusual or an artifact like that, to seize all operations in that area. And so once we found it was a mammoth tusk, we marked off the area, and we sifted through the pile and contacted all of our state agencies to make sure we're doing all the right things.
And when you find things of cultural significance on the Freedom Mine, what's the Freedom Mine's responsibility?
We just make sure that we don't disturb those areas, and we try to preserve them as best we can for that historical significance.
Well, it's a huge operation, but at the Freedom Mine, it sounds like you're looking at all of the smallest details.
Yes.
Should we go deeper?
Yep, follow me.
I'm here down in the pit. I'm with the senior geological engineer, Kendra. This is where you can actually see the coal seam behind us and where the mining is actually done. But it takes a little bit of work to get down here, a lot of bit of work.
Right.
Can you tell me about that, Kendra?
So the first thing we do before mining, we do the geologic drilling so we can even see where the coal is, how much overburden there is. We start removing the topsoil and subsoil. We separate that. And if there is areas ready to reclaim, we immediately respread the subsoil and topsoil on those. Otherwise, we stockpile it. After the topsoil and subsoil are removed, the reclamation fleet comes in and they pre-bench the rest of the overburden, and they get it down to a 90-foot level for the dragline to sit at. And then the dragline sits at that 90-foot level, which is about how high this high wall is behind us, and then it uncovers the coal seam, and then it dumps that dirt into the empty pit.
This is all lignite coal, right?
Yes.
Tell me about what this is.
Can you actually see the wood grain in this? 55 to 60 million years ago, we had a climate similar to Florida's climate today. Subtropical, lots of vegetation, lots of plants. The redwoods were actually growing in a swamp environment.
This is mind-blowing to me because I thought coal was coal, but this was a giant redwood tree like you see in California today?
Yes.
In North Dakota?
Yes.
Okay, so do you find like dinosaurs and things?
Dinosaurs actually went extinct before our coal was formed. So that's why as we're digging down, we do not run into dinosaurs or anything like that.
Well, this is obviously a pretty big job, but we like to do things big at the Freedom Mine.
Yes, very big. Do you think they're ready for a coal shot?
Oh yeah! This is the part of the story where things go boom. I'm standing on top of a coal seam, and the best way to break this up to haul it out is with explosives. So I'm here with our blaster in charge, Darren. And Darren, tell me about what we're gonna do today.
We're actually going to blast the coal. We have a drilling program that comes through. He'll drill the coal, drill it on a grid, a pattern, and then we mathematically figure them, we load them, we tie them in, and we detonate it.
So you detonate this, it's gonna break it all up, and then loaders are gonna be able to come and more easily move the coal out of here?
Yes.
And what will we be seeing today?
Well, you're actually going to be seeing a series of timed events where holes explode.
Darren, it really strikes me that you have a really cool job to deal with explosives, but you have all of your fingers, everything's done really safe. Can you talk to me a little bit about the safety involved?
Well, everything at the Freedom Mine is safety's always first. Everything modern day explosives are designed to be safe. And of course, you got to be safe using them also.
Great, and we'll be able to see this today. It's, I think, gonna be pretty impressive.
It will be impressive.
You'll show us a safe place to go and be able to view this?
Yes, we will.
Step forward, arming the system. Radio silence is requested at this time. 3, 2, 1. Fire in the hole.
Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom.
Big bada boom.
We just saw this incredible coal shot. Now everything's broken up and things really get moving. I'm here with our loader operator, Damon. Damon, thanks for having me here.
Ryan, Thanks for coming to the greatest place in North Dakota.
I love it. Tell me about this thing you do.
This is a Laterno 1350. We load coal trucks with it, 250-ton trucks, 300-ton trucks, 40-ton a bucket. So when I am loading 6 or 7 buckets to a truck, one 300-ton truck will fill 3 railroad cars.
That's insane. I'm 6'4", and this thing,
The tires alone are 12 feet.
you must love it.
This is the greatest job ever.
So tell me about like what a day looks like for you.
Well, for me, I start at 4:30, the crew starts at 5. I come down in the pit, make sure the berms and the high wall and everything's stable, and we get to loading.
Can we take a closer look?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Our coal's been loaded and we took it to the coal handling facility. I'm here at the coal handling facility technician, Kenton. Kenton, now that we're here, I see the building. I was expecting something a little bit bigger.
Well, what you see here, Brian, is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the top of the West Truck Dump building. It actually extends 5 stories beneath the ground.
Beneath us right now.
Yeah.
So then it's conveyed over, and that's what we're looking at here.
Yeah, it's crushed twice and gets on these conveyors that are underneath our feet and heads up to the top of our secondary crusher building.
That's where it's loaded to all of your different customers?
It's only one customer, actually.
One customer.
Yeah.
For all of this?
For all of this.
Can you tell me about that?
Our customer is the Coteau Coal Company, which is a subsidiary of Basin Electric Power Cooperative.
There's the power plant right next door. Who are these guys?
Dakota Coal distributes the coal to 3 entities. This way is Dakota Gasification Company. Behind us is Antelope Valley Station, and over at Stanton is Leland Old Station.
So all this coal gets here, but there's still a lot of work to do.
So once it hits the top of our secondary crusher building, it is sized correctly and that coal gets delivered to DGC. When it goes through our secondary crushing facility, then it goes to Antelope Valley Station, and from there it can get put on a train and get railed over to Leland Old Station.
So Kenton, tell me, how much coal goes through here?
Well, the Freedom Mine can deliver up to 60,000 tons a day to our one customer, and what isn't needed that day can be placed on one of our 2 coal stockpiles.
But our job isn't done yet.
Nope.
It takes a big crew and a lot of hard work to keep everything at the mine operational. I'm here with Wes, a mechanic. Wes, tell me a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm on the major crew and we change out parts, whether it's an engine, transmission, wheel stations, radiators, everything like that, everything major.
So everything at the mine is big, it's massive. What's it like working on something so huge?
Well, it's just kind of fun and challenging at times because not everyone can do this job, and it's a challenge to take things apart and try to figure things out when they break down too.
I mean, it's got to be a huge step from like the car that you have in your garage to something that's so much bigger than I am.
It's fun. Well, instead of just using your hands to pull a tire, you got to use a hoist or forklift or a tire truck to pull a tire rather than just doing it by hand.
So if I'm changing my oil at home, like 12 quarts, what's it like here?
One of the big trucks out here, they takes about 75 gallons of oil and 4 oil filters.
And the engine behind us, what's that weigh?
About 18,000 pounds. It kind of varies on the application.
It sounds like a hard job. It sounds like a good job. Do you like it here?
It's a good job. It's fun to be here, and people I work with are fun to work with.
Oh, that's excellent. Let's go to the warehouse.
Okay.
It takes a lot of great people to run a mine. It also takes a ton of parts. I'm here in the warehouse with warehouse tech Joel. Joel, tell me about, we're just in a part of this warehouse. Why is it so important to have a fully functioning warehouse on site?
Well, we need to have a bunch of parts on hand so we can keep all our equipment running. The less downtime, the more productive they can be. Less downtime is just better for everybody. Most of these parts aren't something you can just find at your local auto parts store. It's big equipment, big everything.
Tell me about what a day looks like for you.
Well, we start our day early, 7 a.m., 6 a.m. for our fuel guy. Parts come in, we try to get our mechanics going right away in the morning so they can start work, and anything that comes into the mine or leaves the mine goes through us.
Joel, one of the things that you notice when you're going through the Freedom Mine is that the culture. Everyone seems happy. Why is that?
You know, it's just a great place to work. It's some of my best friends work out here, so it's like family.
That's awesome. Joel, thanks very much.
Thank you.
I'm with production manager Sarah. Sarah, the Freedom Mine is all about safe, economical production, and it's more than that too. Can you talk about that?
You bet. Yeah, we really take pride in safe, economical production, economics, because of course our job is to provide a economic fuel source for our customer to purchase from us. But even more importantly, that the consumer at the end of the line has an economic power source when they turn on that power switch. Production is of course important because we need to produce a reliable fuel source. So our customer and the consumer can count on electricity being there whenever they need it. But of course none of that matters if we can't do it safely. So we make a commitment to our employees that they can come to work here every day and work their shift safely and return home. In turn, we expect a commitment from them that they will work safely, watch out for themselves, watch out for their coworkers, and get home to their family and friends.
You know, everywhere I've gone, I've talked to people and it's been about safety, and it's been undeniable the culture here. People love working here. What's that about?
I really think it's because we value people. We understand that they're our greatest resource. There's the coal in the ground, the equipment that we have, but really it's the people that make it all happen. I think it shows too because we have employees that are here, second generation, third generation employees, so people keep coming back to work here. It's a great place to be.
So it's safe, economical production now and into the future.
Absolutely.
I'm here with environmental specialist Darren. We're right here in beautiful North Dakota. I take it this is where you'll be mining next?
That's going to come as a huge compliment, Brian. This land has already been mined. It's reclaimed. We got it back in production. Crops are growing. The hay's being made. We're getting close to the point where this land's right back to where it was before we ever got here.
That's incredible. I mean, looking around, you would never guess that a mine has been here. This looks like what you'd see anywhere in North Dakota.
We're going to mine the coal, providing for low-cost electricity, but the whole other side of the coin is getting the land reclaimed back to what it was to start with. The Coteau Freedom Mine is roughly 48,000 acres of permitted land. Over 19,000 acres is already reclaimed, back in production.
That's just awesome because when I'm looking at the horizon, I'm still seeing contours.
The whole point is returning the land to its original topography or as close as possible to it, and then the topsoil and subsoil is put back on the land after it's reclaimed, and we go right back into production. Our local farmers are contracted to come out here and work with us to produce the crops and get it back to where it was. That's the whole point of it.
So when we're driving around on the Freedom Mine, I mean, there's wildlife, what are we all seeing out here?
You can drive anywhere in North Dakota. You see wildlife, you see the crops, you see hay land. That's exactly what we're trying to re-accomplish here after the coal is out. We got deer, antelope, everything you can think of in the rest of North Dakota, an occasional moose or even a mountain lion. If you think that this reclaimed land looks good, I got something to show you.
All right, Darren, here we are. I love it. I mean, it's Harmony Lake. I love this place, but what does it have to do with mining?
Harmony Lake used to be a coal mine. We're on the outskirts of Coteau Freedom Mine right now. We came out here and did some reclamation that didn't have to be done by previous generations. A little bit of effort, and this is the result.
So this used to be a mine, like when we were in the pit the other day, now it's filled with water, and that's what Harmony Lake is?
Exactly, with some extra TLC. This used to be a pit. We did some work on the outskirts, turned it into a wildlife enhancement area and a public use area. It's perfect.
I mean, I love it. I come here to go ice skating or fishing, and I just never knew that this was an old pit.
It's harmony between Mother Nature and industry.
Well, that's really cool because I know people use this and wildlife uses this. It sounds like Freedom Mine takes reclamation very seriously.
Without a doubt, Brian. Every year we reclaim 300 or more acres. This was a special effort that we made to come out here and reclaim some acres that were mined by previous generations before there were rules governing it.
I love it. Thank you very much, Darren.
You're welcome.
You know, I grew up in a community just 10 miles down the road, and I didn't know all of the incredible things going on at the Coteau Properties Company Freedom Mine. What did we learn today about modern lignite mining? It's proof that lignite coal mining, agriculture, and wildlife can not only live in harmony, but can thrive together. And now you know about the Freedom Mine. It's nearly 500 people strong, working together around the clock, 24/7, 365 days a year, no matter the weather, to proudly provide affordable, dependable energy, and equally proud of protecting the environment. This is the Freedom Mine.
I am 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 the Freedom Mine.
We are the Freedom Mine.